Greetings. Let's see. Let's do it better than that. Good day, campers. We're going to continue back onto the videos of Free Code Camp. The last video we stopped at, I was on um, number 12. We're going to start back on number 12 where it says using CSS selectors to style elements. And right here we have our little app thing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use the style element at the very top. The objectives for us to get is down here. Remove the style attribute from your H2 element. Create a style element. Your H2 element should be blue. Ensure that your style sheet H2 declaration is valid with a semicolon and closing brace, which it has, and make sure all your style elements are valid and have a closing tag, which they do. So we're going to hit Control Enter Run Tests, and bada boom, bada bing, we're done with that one. Here we're going to another one. So what we're doing is we're going using styles to learn the different ways of coding in our pages. For this one, we wanted our H2 element to be red and have the class of red text. So let's see, the class of red text. So we're going to put a class with an H2 element. And up here, we're going to change it like so. Now, I don't know if any of you are wondering how in the world they update or make it to where when you put in your code that the error right here changes so quickly. It's done. I think it's done through Ajax. That's another programming language that you can use do stuff. And with Ajax, you can make a window. You can make like a chat window where it updates sections of the page rather than the whole entire page itself. So that's pretty neat, I think. Now we run tests. Now we're done with that one. Style multiple elements with a CSS class. Now, two of them are done for us, already done, and two of them are not done. So we need our P element to be read, and our P element should have the class read text. And that's done. Most of these beginning ones are pretty kind of easy. We're just going to go through these here. Now we're changing the font size. Please tell me if these videos are extremely boring or not. I will make them more exciting if you'd like. Now we need two P elements with a kitty ipsum text. If you go right here, if you click up here, lorem ipsum is the text that people use all the time, and if you go to Wikipedia, it originally started in Latin. It appeared in 1914 in a Loeb Classical Library edition of the D. Finnus Buck, and have an English translation and have variations of the lorem ipsum text. But that's a very popular text that a lot of people like to use to put dummy text into their files, so that it just gives it something populated for your your content that you have, rather than putting something that's actual, like relevant or something. You just put some random text, and this is what they've come up with. So you need two P elements. With the kitty ipsum text. And between the style tags, give the P elements font size of 16 pixels. So that's actually two things that they're having us to do this time. Okay, I was about to put a class element to my new text, but it says do not do that. And that's what you get when you do not, see right here, do not add a class attribute, which I was about to do. So I'm just going to click here just to see what I have to do. First, P element should have the class read text. Oh, do not put one for the second one. That's what I messed up on. And between the style tags, make the P elements to be having a font size of 16 pixels. And there we go. Now we're setting the font family of it, of the element. Your P elements should use the font monospace. And that's done. Now we're importing Google Fonts. Google Fonts has pretty cool fonts. Um, there's a whole library of fonts that they have here that you can choose in your different web choices. You have serif, sans serif, display, handwriting, monospace. Sans serif is the ones without the little tiles on them, without the little edges on them. So you can see a little edge on this L here versus this L. And these actually make it a little more readable for your screen. It gives you the option of coloring. Well, that is actually just your background. My bad. Here are the options that it is. Regular. This is the weight of your element. That's just how big or how thick all the elements, all the sentences look. You can increase or decrease the size of it. And then you can click this plus, and it gives you what you need. You can embed it, or you can customize it to give like what you would want it to be. Embedding would be the way that you would do it. You go to import, and that's the import. That brings in the font from this website to your computer, and your computer uses it, and it gives you the instructions on what to do in order to make it work. So we're going to come back here. Import the Lobster font, and your H2 element should use the font Lobster. So this already kind of helps us. Paste this, copy and paste this here to the top of your code editor. And then you're going to import the font. Well, that's you already imported it. That's a way of importing it right there. So then what we're going to do is get your H2 element and add the font family and Lobster. And also you can see the Cat Photo app title changed. Click it and there you go. I'm gonna check to see how long this video is. I have no way of knowing. Well, it's 15 minutes, so I will do another video. That was from 12 to 18. I will see you in the next video.